Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to watch 120 Hz content on YouTube without the annoying pitch correction artifacting that you'll get typically with YouTube videos. I'm going to get right into the tutorial on how you do this. The only thing you're going to need is a computer that runs 120 Hz, which means a personal computer. It needs a web browser, unfortunately, because you're going to need to go to developer mode. It may work on some other devices, but your mileage may vary. So Mac, Windows, Linux, those are the three: Mac, Windows, Linux. And then you're going to open up the developer menu, and you'll see that console is one of the options. This is actually Microsoft Edge. I'm going to show you how to do it in Chrome too, but it works the exact same in all of the major web browsers. So in Firefox, I think the console just appears at the bottom rather than the side. So what you need to do is create a video variable. So you're going to do const v equals document dot query selector, and then you're going to search for the video element. So YouTube tags the video as the video element, and since they're using the browser's built-in pitch correction, you can actually disable that without needing their permission. So that's the reason it only works on the web browser, is because it uses the built-in pitch correction. So now that we have that in a variable, all we need to do is do .v preserves pitch and set this to false. So I'm just going to hit enter, and that's just because it's set to true. I want to show you kind of what it looks like when you're playing at 2x speed with the video that is properly set up. So you can hear that everything sounds kind of deep, and that's because I didn't preserve pitch when I slowed this video down. So the video does need to sound kind of deep for it to sound properly when you speed it up. So you're going to need to be at playback speed 2 or higher. I guess it works at 240 Hz too, but there isn't that much content that can be created at that. So you just need to set it to false. Hit enter, and you should see the audio sound correct now. And just like that, the game sounds correct. So now I'm going to explain a little bit of how this works. Congratulations, you're now a hacker and/or developer. So I'm going to explain a little bit of how this works. So essentially, most sped up YouTube videos are just people talking. Like a lot of the times when you speed up something, it's most often a tutorial or something like that, or maybe a podcast. And typically those don't have a lot of overlapping sound sources, so it's easy for a pitch corrector to properly speed up the video and adjust the pitch at the same time without leading to too much artifacting, since it's typically just one person talking or one audio source producing the sound, which is easier since you can identify the pitch a lot more easily. But when you have a lot of overlapping sounds in like a movie or a video game, those overlapping sounds have different pitches, and then when the pitch corrector tries to preserve those pitches, it leads to a lot of artifacting. So we get around this by our video being slowed down in export at 60 Hz without adjusting the pitch. So the video is deep when it's played slow, and then when you speed it up, it is sounding correct, as long as you aren't preserving the pitch. Now, like I said, tutorials are one of the main thing that people speed up because people just ramble a lot, just like in this tutorial. But that's essentially what you're doing. I'm going to show you how to do this in Chrome too. So you're going to hit F12 to bring up the console, and the same thing happens right here, where you would type in the same commands in this area. Basically what's going on is the document, which is your web page, has a video element, which is right here, and you're assigning it to a variable. Then you're going to take that variable, and there's an attribute on it called preserve pitch, which is a feature that the web browser has built in for videos, and then you're just setting it to false. So it's not like you're doing anything that YouTube wouldn't want. Like, this is basically just a browser feature that you're enabling. Since this is also kind of a channel trailer, welcome to 4K HDR PC playthroughs. The goal with this channel is basically to document old or even new video games at high frame rates in HDR, so that without any commentary, so that they can kind of be preserved in a way, or you could watch them through if you kind of like absorbing video games passively rather than playing them, in the highest quality setting that is really achievable with my modern hardware. So this might be the only video on this channel that I ever put out where you hear my voice. So if you do have any interest in what I do, kind of more about this technique, I may end up making a video about this on my main channel, Joey Whitman, which is kind of where I post a bunch of random things. It's just kind of an social media outlet for me. But this channel is going to be completely no commentary and all about just sort of high quality videos of gameplay. And I think it's just kind of cool that this technique works, and that we can now watch 120 or even 240 hertz content within YouTube, even though it's not enabled by default. There is this trick that helps you get around it. I hope this was a useful tutorial to you, and I hope you enjoy the playthroughs that I put up here. Thank you, and have a good day.